One of them is to get the demon Democrats the hell up out the fucking government or put them in check and have a 50-50 split where they cannot make no rules, no shutdown, no bullshit over the fact of having a full majority across both parties to agree on it 100%. If one or two disagree on the Republican side, then it must be stopped. And then it must be investigated, halt, and make major investigations before they proceed. Second thing goes for the even Democrats. You cannot have a majority overwhelming every single fucking House, chamber, and legislature, and the fucking presidency, and the one over on the fucking stalemate when you have a vote in Congress. That's bullshit. And you know it. It don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things would be to put their asses in check. Let's examine the critical issues and consider its possible consequence. You know what I'm saying? The introduction is based on the a political a party is a significant threat to American so-called democracy, which are talking about the demon Democrats and the demon Democrats only. Voters turn because voters are not demon, whether they call themselves demon Democrat or not, or doing your bidding out here in the public by spying and all kinds of bullshit, you still not what they are based on the fact that you're going to have that open door. Voters turnout in the United States is optimal or whatever compared to other developing countries, according to the data from the OECD, whatever organization. The U.S. ranks 26 of 32 developing countries regarding voters turned out. Politics apartheid is the highest is highest amongst young people who are less likely to vote. Yeah, because you're doing a bunch of bullshit. Miseducation, misinformation, and disinformation. The media trickery, garbage, and a whole lot of bullshit that goes for the media. The media doesn't help the situation. Of course not, because they're working with the beast and the deep state and the Luciferian garbage all across the world that they are all involved in. You know what I'm saying? Not just more involvement based on the leaders or the so-called elected people who are elected into the position of leadership. You know what I'm saying? Which most people getting their news from social media. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's social media or media or green media. You know what I'm saying? The people need good information and they need it now. They don't need no CNN news line ass. They don't need all kinds of other newscasters line ass. They don't need no motherfucking blocking up the fucking newscast and then people can't see the results of real things that's happening across every news spectrum. Then you're full of shit and that's bullshit. So don't blame it on social media and social media alone. You know what I mean? So why is voters turnout in the United States so low? And what are the consequences of the political apartheid? The consequences of political apartheid can be dire. If the people don't vote, the wrong people will be in office. No, it won't. No, it won't. Because why won't the people vote? And why would that put the wrong people in office? Because the wrong people are in office right now. So what are you talking about? Bullshit. We're moving on from this bunch of garbage you want to talk about and convince the people. Now we see Ng Jinping or whatever his name is tell China China's army to focus on preparations for war. And he said, I'm dressed in full military gear as we see. War with whom? The United States? After you figure you infiltrated Hollywood, every place, everywhere, every time we look on TV, it's your race in our fucking face, and you talking about some goddamn war while you done sneak around over there to Australia, you done snuck around over there in America, you done snuck around and did everything all up in our government, our thing, because we have one of the freest government, the most corrupt at the same time, elected officials that think that everybody else is just sleeping while they creeping at night when you sleep. Full of shit. Full of shit. I'm saying? Now we see Republicans coming up from the Guardian. We see the Republicans have someone to blame for their disappointment result. Donald Trump. No, we have the demon Democrats to blame for that. Now we see where we have another one coming in from the opinion. You know what I'm saying? We see Oath Keepers founder say it was stupid for Trump to enter U.S. Capitol on June 6th. Trump didn't enter no Capitol. You did, or people like you did, clown. So, it was wrong for you to even be there at all, clown. It was wrong for you and anybody up there flying even Trump flags to be there, clown. It was wrong for all the people who did the bullshit that they did up there, clown. That was wrong. Even the guy with the red hat with the little stupid ass white shirt he had on looked like an FBI, CIA, deep state agent out there pointing and rallying up the people like he big top leader. And then when we look, he had on a black jacket with a red hat that fell off his head, and he was diving for that fucking hat as if he was digging for Rice Krispies. You know what I'm saying? So you're full of shit then, you're full of shit now, and we don't want to eat that garbage piece of shit. You need to find better news and more news that's going to inform the people on real true information and real true watchdog that we need out here today to scrutinize every move that government is making against the people in any shape or form. Such as this one in the AP Associated Press. We see in election supports for abortion rights was about more. You know what I'm saying? This one is coming in from Jocelyn Krieger, I think. His name, something Dolby 2 days ago. But she's trying to say that I think her name is Mona Cohen, a long life Philadelphia demon Democrat democracy is under attack. No, democracy is under attack. Your brain may be under attack, but that's okay because I'm looking at you and you look Luciferian in all ways, especially with the makeup that you have on there, clown. You know what I'm saying? And it's not under attack. You know what I'm saying? Neither is women's rights is under attack. What's under attack is the fact that the demon Democrats use the abortion Roe versus Wade in the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court is deep state and we know that. You know what I'm saying? And they down with the Luciferian garbage as well. You know what I'm saying? And Biden and them use that court to flip over an election because they know that 2024 is coming. While it's scandalizing Trump at his highest degree, they're conning the women into believing that this abortion thing is such a great issue and it goes beyond that based on many rights. No, it don't. It's a trick. What women need to be working on is the fact of ending this bullshit talking about any kind of women's rights at all. Because every single person I know came through their mother. So what the fuck is they talking about? And how is this allowed at all? But it seems like we have a mono type government that speak about religion, you know what I'm saying, and Christ and all these different things, and we know it's Luciferian in its ways, in its always, and then sitting up there doing each other in the bum. So something don't make sense there. You know what I'm saying? Women should not be still fighting for any type of rights at all. That should be an automatic because every single one, there's none of them on planet Earth that I know unless you've been doing some alienistic shit that we don't know about or some shit that we really don't know about that you do not showing us. You know what I'm saying? But as far as we know, everybody came through their mama, as the General Sarasetti would say. So how the hell do women still struggle for rights? Is this the fucking shit? I don't know. So we see Mayo Carditis, myocarditis or whatever after COVID, you know what I'm saying, Greece, research on possible long-term risk underway. This is coming from, I guess, NSNBC News, I guess, must be. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying both Pfizer and Moderna has launched a clinical trial to track the health issues, if any, in years following the diagnosis of the grease-associated heart problems in teens and young adults. Uh-huh. Still city bag and tag is on the way. But in October, we see in October, where this one coming in at? Oh, we're not going down the road with that because if people don't understand by now, that's on you. Now we see how did Lee Zeldin lose when I haven't seen one Hoxel lawn sign. How did he lose is because the people are allowing to not step up and look for a rightful path for New York State. They consistently have been brainwashed into thinking only demon Democrat can save our asses from within our own state. But at the same time, able to pull trickery, such as what we see going on in the subway, such as what we see going on in Roe versus Wade, such as what we see went on in 2020 when they talk about, saying this great thing had happened, such as what we see in the nursing home and the hospital, such as what we see what Como did, such as what we saw even during the time when Como was saying this was coming on planes and so forth and so on. We saw even that being stored free in ice cold freeze and such and many other things. So we see where the trickery, but the people is falling for the trickery based on a demon democratical slavish white superior concoct Luciferian concoct idiot necromaniac bullshitical Christianical mind frame, a fanatic, we call that. But that is how, to me, he lost it because he should have been the governor. And then we could still read in cheating as well. So nobody's going to feel anything, and we need to do more than just feel sorry and look sour in the face because Lee Zeldin lost the spot. What we need to do is get back on our dime and get to doing that job.